Scotch game, classical, Potter variation, 5, Bb6. Sudden a close game that was lost by a mistake. White really outplayed black in that one. White took advantage of the opportunities they saw in the opening. White destroyed black in the middle game. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. nc6 defends the pawn on e5, advances the knight toward the center, and scans the d4 square. In the Scotch game, d4 gains space in the center and attacks the e5 square twice. x4 opens up the center, and is somewhat forced given that white was attacking the pawn twice, and protecting with d6 doesn't work out. Nx d4 recaptures the pawn and centralizes the knight. bc5 develops the bishop to the center and attacks the knight on d4. Nb3 retreats the knight while also attacking the bishop on c5. bb6 retreats the bishop and keeps it on the strong diagonal. By doing this, a knight moves out of its beginning square and into the action. This develops a knight from its starting square, activating it. By doing this, a bishop moves out of its beginning square and into the action. This kicks an opposing bishop. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. It is the last book move. This misses a chance to advance a rook from its starting square. It is incorrect. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. This activates a bishop by developing it off of its starting square. This threatens to kick a bishop. It is best. This pins the other side's knight to the king, rendering it immobile. It is ideal. This overlooks a better way to kick a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. As a result, the opponent's pawn structure is weakened because they are forced to double their pawns. It is ideal. Recaptures. It is ideal. By doing this, a queen moves off of its beginning square and into the action. It is quite good. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a queen off its starting square. It is a mistake. There is a better way to get a bishop to safety than this. It is incorrect. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it? It is a mistake. This misses an opportunity to threaten winning a pawn. This permits the opponent to double the pawns in front of the king. It is an inaccuracy. This ignores an opportunity to double the pawns in front of the king. It is a mistake. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. It is best. This defends the attacked pawn. It is best. A very strong play. It is excellent. That's a decent move. That's good. This misses an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. It is an inaccuracy. This overlooks an opportunity to capture a knight that was threatening to win material. This permits the opponent to kick a queen. It is a mistake. The opposing queen is kicked by a pawn, and must now move or be captured. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. Very precise. It is best. This exchange is fair. It is quite good. As a result, a knight who was in danger of gaining material is now gone. It is ideal. This buys time by putting a knight in danger and getting it to flee. It is quite good. This is the way to win a queen. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. It is excellent. Sudden a close game that was lost by a mistake. White really outplayed black in that one. White took advantage of the opportunities they saw in the opening. White destroyed black in the middle game.